Hi, this is Kerry Artek with Wicked Stocks, bringing you the Daily SPY report for Thursday, December 23rd, 2021, the last trading day of the week. Tomorrow is Christmas. Before I jump into the charts, just want to encourage you to please click like if you're watching the Daily SPY report every day. It does help me out a great deal with regard to YouTube web presence. And subscribe. Subscribing to the Wicked Stocks YouTube channel will provide you notification each and every time we upload new content to the Wicked Stocks YouTube channel. That includes the Daily Triple Q report, the Daily SPY report, and a whole host of other analytical studies we put out on a weekly basis, sometimes daily basis. So the Daily SPY and Daily Triple Q both go out and are uploaded to the YouTube Wicked Stocks channel by around 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, Chicago, each and every trading day for the next trading day. The next analysis after today, Thursdays rather, will be Mondays. There is no trade on Friday. So let's jump into the charts. I'm going to show you sort of the 2 to 3 week bracketing, if you will, resistance and support. Resistance we're expected to approach over the next day or two at 473.88. And this formation can contain buying through next week. Once tested, the market could fall back to a meaningful support in the upper 440s, at 447.24 to 448.37. So this is the 2 to 3 week bracketing. We could top out in the 473 handle and bottom out in the 447, 448 handle, all the way through January trade, perhaps. So I just wanted to apprise you of that. And inside of that, the pivot points are not as we had a midpoint in the 463 handle. It is still there. I'll show you in a moment. Actually, let me just talk about today itself. 463.60. Yes, I'm still leaning on this former channel bottom, mostly because it's also consistent with, Tuesday's high and Wednesday's low area. It's also there as a structure. It is a support level. I have reduced it to session containment only. So you'll see in the support and resistance in a moment, it is an emboldened 1-star level that can contain Thursday's lows and above which 473.88 remains a 1 to 2 day target. On the way up today, we actually may test that 470.74 level, which is nothing more than the high settlement price so far. There's a lot of activity, actually, former highs and such in the 470 handle. So it can contain initial, possibly daily buying pressures. But if we push through 470.74, and certainly if we open above 470.74 on Thursday, that 473.88 formation in reach today, where we could top out through next week. And as I say, once tested, fall back into the upper 440s as we continue into mid-January. Let's take a look at the support and resistance levels for today. You can see the 463.60 channel bottom, 1 star now only, yet still able to contain session weakness, and above which 473.88 remains a 2 to 3 day target. I think I just said 1 to 2 days, 2 to 3 days. That becomes today if we push through that 470.74 high settlement price, which is possible, certainly with this kind of volatility. 473.88 then in reach on an intraday basis where we can top out through next week. Now, if we close above the 473.88 formation, then I think over the next, or the following, I should say, week or two at the very most, I think within a full week of trade, we should then retest that 484.70 long-term trend line, which contained the September highs and the October-November high area. When we push to within 1% of it, it can again contain buying through January trade. And I also like the fact that it precedes an equally significant 485.79 rising channel top. I don't know about equally significant. 484.70 is longer term. 485.79 more midterm. But that range of resistance, a little over a point wide, able to contain buying through January trade, possibly into later Q1, and inversely, a settlement above 485.79 would be considered a significant 3 to 5 month show of strength, whereby we should then push into the 550s over the following 3 to 5 months. I'll be sure to illustrate that if we approach the mid 480s over the next few weeks. Let's talk downside today. if we happen to break or open below 463.60, and we're a pretty decent distance from it, but if we do break 463.60, we actually may test 459.03 today. That may be all she wrote to the downside for the day, but if we close below 463.60, then 456.15 becomes the next 1 to 2 day target. And here's the 463.60 level. So if we close below it today, I think we've got a good high well into next week, because over the next day or two, we should fall back to 465.15, which is the high of the move low from several days ago. There are other things going on. There's some Fibonacci's in that close proximity, and I think that is well suited to contain daily selling pressures. I guess the change here from the last couple of days, I'd been mentioning how 463.60 could contain buying through the rest of the week, and once tested, we could fall back into the 440s again by the end of next week. Now that we've closed above 463.60, it is our support for the day, and above which that 473.88 formation is expected over the next few days. But what am I saying here? If we close below 463.60, I'm not then assuming that we will fall by the end of next week into the upper 440s. That may well happen, but I think it's going to be a less volatile, kind of settle into a congestive range perhaps between that 473.88 upside and the upper 440s downside. And inside of that, we could actually get some decent 2 to 3 day signals. But really, I don't think, the way this is shaping up, I don't know if we can expect, the 1 to 2 week buy and sell signal inside of that 473.88 to upside to 447.24 downside. I will say this though, and I said at the very top, holding below 473.88 once tested will allow the 447, 448 handles within 2 to 3 weeks. So you could position yourself there, whether that's buying puts, selling calls, going short, whatever the case may be at 473.88, and then you could have then a series of short-term sell signals on the way down into the 440s, and then ultimately within a few weeks we may fall back into the 440s. But once again, closing above 473.88, we should reach into the mid 480s, significant long-term resistance within a matter of a week or so. And then back to this image, if we were to close below 465.15, then yes, we're just another day, 3 at the most, from testing that 447.24 to 448.37 area, where we can bottom out through January trade. I hope that wasn't too confusing. I think that's all I will say for today. I'll leave you with the support and resistance levels, and I think that's about it. Please click like, please click subscribe. I will be back Sunday afternoon for Monday's Daily SPY Report. You have a great weekend.